Welcome to our channel, Famous Stories in English. Are you learning English? Great. Let's learn English together. Today, we are going to talk about something important: your life, your time, your future. Let's begin. Do you ever feel like time is moving, but you're not? Like the days come and go, but nothing really changes? You wake up, you do what you have to do, and then you go to bed. Then the next day, it's the same. And the next, and the next. Maybe you feel tired. Not just your body, but your mind. Maybe you look around and ask yourself, what am I doing? Where am I going? Why do I feel like I'm missing something? You are not the only one. Many people feel this way. They feel like they are alive, but not really living. They go to work, they pay bills, they try to smile, but inside, they feel lost. Something is missing. But what? That's the big question. Let me ask you this. What if you are wasting your life and you don't even know it? It doesn't happen in one day. It happens slowly, quietly, without warning. One more hour watching videos. One more day doing nothing. One more week saying, I'll start tomorrow. But tomorrow never comes. The days turn into months. The months turn into years. And suddenly, you look back and realize you didn't live the life you wanted. You just followed the routine. And here is the twist. Most people don't even notice. Because wasting your life doesn't always feel bad. Sometimes it feels easy, comfortable. You don't feel pain. You don't feel pressure. You just feel numb, like you're waiting for something, but you don't know what. So you keep saying, one day I'll change. One day I'll try. One day I'll be ready. But one day becomes never. And the danger is not that you fail. The real danger is that you never even try. But this story is not about sadness. This story is about choice. Because if you're listening to this, that means you still have time. And if you have time, then you have power. The power to decide. The power to act, the power to stop wasting your life and start building it. So let me ask you again. Be honest with yourself. Are you really living, or are you just existing? Are you growing, or are you just repeating the same day again and again? You don't need to have all the answers today, but you do need to open your eyes. Because sometimes, one moment, just one, can change everything. And maybe, just maybe, this is that moment. Maybe you feel like you're doing everything right. You wake up, go to work, try to be responsible, try to stay strong. But deep inside, something doesn't feel right. You feel tired. Not just tired in your body, but tired in your heart. Like you're always running, but you're not getting anywhere. You try to stay positive. You smile when people talk to you. You say, I'm fine. But you know the truth. You are not fine. You feel stuck. You have dreams. You have goals. But every time you try to move forward, something pulls you back. Maybe it's fear. Maybe it's doubt. Maybe it's the past. Or maybe it's just the same boring routine every single day. Wake up. Go to work. Come home. Eat. Sleep. Repeat. Again and again. And then you ask yourself, is this what life is about? You see other people growing, changing, doing great things. And you wonder, what's wrong with me? You feel like you're trying, but nothing is working. You want to be better. You want to learn English. You want to improve your life. But every time you start, something happens. You get distracted. You lose energy. You lose focus. And then you quit. And after you quit, you feel worse. You feel like a failure. Like maybe you're not good enough. Like maybe you're never going to change. So you wait for the right time. You wait for motivation, but motivation doesn't come, and that makes you feel even more lost. And here's the dangerous part after a while. You stop trying. You stop dreaming. You stop believing that things can be different. You say things like, "It's too late," or "This is just who I am." But deep down, you know that's not true. You know there's something more. You just don't know how to reach it. And that's the real problem. It's not that you failed, it's that you gave up on trying. You're not lazy. You're just tired of trying without results. But what if the problem is not you? What if the problem is the way you see yourself? What if you're stronger than you think? What if the change you want is closer than you imagine? Because feeling lost doesn't mean you are lost forever. Feeling tired doesn't mean you are weak. It just means you need a new way, a new mindset, a new beginning. So, what is the answer? What is the one thing that can change everything? It's not money. It's not luck. It's not talent. The answer is simple, but it's powerful. The answer is consistency. Yes, consistency. Doing something again and again, even when it's hard, even when you don't feel motivated, even when no one is watching. That is the real secret. Not doing everything perfectly, just doing something every day, even if it's small. You don't need to speak perfect English today. You just need to learn one new word. You don't need to run 10 miles. You just need to take one step. You don't need to fix your whole life this week. You just need to stop giving up. That's it. Consistency means showing up. It means doing the work. Even on bad days, even on days when you're tired, even when your mind says, "This is useless," you do it anyway. You keep going. You keep learning. You keep building. And here's the twist: consistency is more important than motivation. Because motivation comes and goes, but consistency stays. Motivation is a feeling, but consistency is a decision. You don't need to feel ready, you just need to decide to try. Let's say you study English for 10 minutes a day. Just 10 minutes. Not an hour, not 3 hours, just 10. But you do it every day. After 1 week, you know more words. After 1 month, you understand more conversations. After 1 year, you speak with more confidence. Not because of a big change, but because of many small changes. That is the power of consistency. Small steps, repeated often. That's how people become strong. That's how they learn new skills. That's how they reach their goals. Not by doing everything fast, but by doing something every day. So, if you want to change your life, don't wait for the perfect moment. Just choose one small thing and do it again tomorrow, and again the next day, and again the day after that. When you fail, start again. When you feel tired, rest but don't quit, because quitting stops everything, but consistency builds everything. You don't have to be the best. You just have to be consistent. That's the key. That's the lesson. That's the beginning of real change. Let's talk about real people. People who failed. People who struggled. People who wanted to give up but didn't. People who used consistency to change their lives. Not with magic, not with luck, but with small steps. Every day. Do you know Elon Musk? Today, he is famous. He started Tesla. He launched rockets with SpaceX. He's one of the richest people in the world. But that's not the full story. Elon Musk failed many times. His first rockets exploded. People laughed at him. They said, "He's wasting money." They said, "He's not a real scientist." But he didn't stop. He didn't listen to the noise. He stayed consistent. He tried again and again and again. And now his rockets fly. What about Oprah Winfrey? She is a television star, a writer, a speaker. But before success, she had a very hard life. She was poor. She was rejected many times. One television station even said, "You are not good enough for television." Imagine that. Being told you are not good enough. But she didn't give up. She continued. She learned. She worked. She stayed consistent. And one day, people started listening, and everything changed. And there's also J.K. Rowling. She wrote the Harry Potter books. Maybe you know them. Today, her books are famous around the world. But in the beginning, she had no money. She was a single mother. She was depressed. She wrote in cafes with a baby next to her. She sent her book to publishers. They all said no. Not once, not twice, but many times. Still, she kept trying. One yes. That's all she needed. One yes after many no's. And now, millions of people read her books because she didn't quit. These people didn't have perfect lives. They didn't have easy starts. They failed. They felt pain. But they stayed consistent. That's what made the difference. Not genius, not perfection, just effort, repeated daily. So what about you? You don't need to be rich. You don't need to be famous. You don't even need to be ready. You just need to be willing. Willing to try, willing to fail, willing to stand up again. Every story of success begins with one choice. Keep going. Every time you repeat that choice, you grow stronger, and maybe your story starts today. Now it's your turn. No more waiting, no more excuses, no more maybe tomorrow. Today is the day. Right now is your moment. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have a full plan. You just need to begin. Start small, start simple, but start. You want to speak English better? Then speak one word today. Learn one new sentence. Repeat one simple phrase. You want a better life? Then take one small step today. Read something new. Write your thoughts. Think about your goals. One small action can open the door to something big. Don't wait for motivation. Motivation is nice, but it doesn't last. Some days you feel strong, some days you don't. That's normal. But you still have to move. You still have to choose. Because real change begins with a choice. So make the choice. Say to yourself, "I will not waste my life." Say, "I will not wait anymore." Say, "I will take control." You don't need to shout it. You just need to believe it. Even if your voice is small, even if your steps are slow, believe it, repeat it, live it. You are not your past. You are not your mistakes. You are not your fear. You are your actions. You are your effort. You are your consistency. Think about this. 1 year from now, you will be somewhere. You will be someone. The question is, where? Who? Will you be the same? Or will you be stronger? Will you still be dreaming? Or will you be doing? You don't need to change your whole life today. Just change your direction. Point your life toward growth, toward action, toward your dreams, and then walk. One step, then another, then another. And when it gets hard, remember this. You are not alone. Many people feel what you feel. Many people fight the same battles. But the ones who win are the ones who don't stop. So don't stop. Don't wait. Don't waste another day thinking, maybe someday. Make it today. Make it count. Make it yours. Your future is not written yet. You still hold the pen. So write something powerful. Write something new. Write a life that means something. Start now. Start today. And never stop. So now, take a moment and think, not about the past, not about your mistakes, not about the things you didn't do. Think about this. What can you do today? What is one small thing you can do to stop wasting your life and start building the life you want? Maybe it's reading one page of a book. Maybe it's learning one new word in English. Maybe it's writing down your goals. Maybe it's choosing to believe in yourself again. It doesn't have to be big. It just has to be real. You see, success is not about being the best. It's not about being perfect. It's not about doing what others do. Success is about being consistent. It's about choosing to keep going, even when it's hard. Especially when it's hard. That's when it counts the most. You are not too late. You are not too old. You are not too weak. You are right on time. You are exactly where you need to begin. Don't compare your story to others. Everyone has a different path. What matters is that you move forward on your path. Some people wait for the perfect moment, but the perfect moment never comes. The truth is, the perfect moment is now. Why? Because now is the only moment you can control. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, only now. So ask yourself, what am I doing with my life? Not in a sad way, not in a negative way. Ask with hope. Ask with power. Ask with purpose. Because the answer is in your hands. You have the power to change. You have the power to grow. You have the power to start again. You don't need a big plan. You need one decision. The decision to not waste your life. The decision to use your time with purpose. The decision to wake up, stand up, and say, "This is my time. This is my chance. This is my life." So, what will you do next? Will you go back to the same routine? Or will you choose something better? Will you wait for change? Or will you become the change? The choice is yours. Always has been. And that is where your story truly begins. Learning English is not just about words. It's not just grammar. It's not just about exams or vocabulary lists. Learning English is about something deeper. It's about communication. It's about connection. It's about believing that your voice matters in the world. When you learn English, you are not only learning a language, you are building your future. Maybe English feels hard. Maybe you're afraid of speaking. Maybe you think, I'll never be fluent. Maybe you make mistakes and feel embarrassed. That's normal. Everyone feels that. Even native speakers make mistakes. But the truth is, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to be brave. Every time you learn a new word, you grow. Every time you listen and understand something new, you grow. Every time you try even, if you fail, you grow. That is what matters. Not speed, not perfection, just growth. Think about this. When you study English, you are opening doors. Doors to better jobs. Doors to new friendships. Doors to other cultures. Doors to travel. Doors to books, podcasts, videos, ideas. You are unlocking a new world, and that world is waiting for you. But it takes time. It takes effort. It takes patience. And it takes consistency. The same lesson we learned in life, you must also apply to English. Don't give up when it gets hard. Don't stop when you're tired. Just do one thing every day. One word, one sentence, one video, one conversation. That's how you grow. That's how you win. And maybe you're learning English alone. Maybe no one claps for you. Maybe no one sees your progress. But keep going, because your future self is watching. And your future self is saying, thank you. So don't stop. Don't say, I can't. Say, I'm learning. Don't say, I'm not good enough. Say, I'm getting better. Every step counts. Every mistake teaches you something. Every small effort builds a stronger you. This is not just English. This is your journey. This is your growth. This is your voice. And the world is waiting to hear you. Thank you for watching this story. Thank you for staying until the end. That means you care. That means you are ready to grow. You are not just learning English. You are learning how to believe in yourself. You are learning how to take control of your life. And that is powerful. Remember, every word you learn brings you closer to your dreams. Every small action creates a new future. Even when it feels slow, even when no one sees it, your effort matters. So don't stop. Keep learning, keep growing, keep going. And whenever you feel tired, come back to this channel. Watch again. Listen again. Let these words remind you of your strength. Because you are strong. You are not alone. And you have everything you need to move forward one step at a time. If you enjoyed this story, please like, comment, and subscribe. Share it with someone who needs this message. Let's grow together. Let's learn English with meaning and motivation. And always remember, your life is your story. Make it a story worth telling. See you next time.